BORTLE here reporting from the TCG Comic Con Extravaganza event held by PPG, and we have here one of the top four, first place by alphabetically. My goodness, he'll get into that story in a second. We have the Bryan. What's up, man?
What's up?
Yo, and wow, you're playing Virtual World post Banlist. That's right, folks. This event was post Banlist, the July Banlist, and there was over 100 players. So, Bryan, please let Bortle Nation know why'd you chose Virtual World for this event.
I thought that Virtual World had a good matchup against the decks that came off the ban list, especially with Shen Shen being a macro Fron field. It was looked like a good call against Salad and Striker.
There you go. And what exactly happened in the top four of this event?
So what happened was we were able to play out top 16 and top 8, but when we got around to top 4, the venue for the TCG Con was closing in about like 20, 30 minutes. So essentially we decided we'd just split because there's no way we weren't gonna like roll for games or anything, so we just figured we'd go home.
Okay, and for those that didn't follow this event, what were the other three decks in the top four?
So it was me on Virtual World, and then it was two Sky Strikers and one Drytron.
Wow. And yeah, folks, if you're already skimming through this list, it looks like he would probably have no issue there. You have any shoutouts before we start the actual deck profile of this video?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my team, Team Grimigio, my other team, Stofers Gaming. Shout out to all the guys in the Discord, and shout out to the people that rode with me to the event.
There you
So,
go. And without further ado, please take it away with the rest of the deck profile, man.
so for monsters, we play 1/2/2, 2 Nian, 3 Kieran. We play 3 Lulu, 3 Roshi, and 3 Gigi. It's pretty standard for monsters. I've seen a lot of people cut Nian to 2, and that's what I did. But you might actually end up playing 3 in the future because it's a lot better for the grind game. But we'll have to see as the format like continues. We played Gamma and Driver, 3 City, 3 Qinglong, 2 Trap, and then one of the Revive Trap. We played 3 Ash and 3 Bell. I chose to play Bell. I was testing Crow for a while, and I was also testing Imperm, but I realized that Bell just is like the most versatile, and the only matchup where Crow is kind of better is against Striker. So I figured that Bell was like a better call, and it ended up being really good for the event. So I was able to Bell like Nadirs and like Invocations, which is really good against like all the people playing Dolls. So and also in this deck, having a level 3 tuner is like really good because even when your hand like kind of bricks, you can still play with like Ash and Bell. Then we played one emergency teleport, one call by the grave, one upstart, and then 3 desires. So we opted to not play prosperity because the combo draws a lot of cards. So I figured it was better to draw random cards and set cards for Zulkin than prosperity. So it ended up working out
Oh yeah,
for sure.
overall 39 card deck, pretty
Yep.
nice, beautiful explanation there. Maxing out the best virtual world monsters because of the desires, and these nine hand traps, were they enough for you in this event?
They were more than enough. I definitely realized that Bell is very crazy in the format. It's good against every deck, especially invoked. Like I played against at least 4 Shaddoll Invoke Dogma, and these hand traps were amazing. So
Man, that's just sick. And to see Virtual Worlds so early on in the format, well, that hasn't technically begun, but oh well.
yeah.
Would you like to skim through your extra deck?
Sure. So I played one Zeus. I played one M7, one Fortune Tune, one Downard. So originally I was playing Gaia Charger because in this deck you actually probably make rank 6 more, especially with Zeus, because you're making M7 and Fan Fan a lot of the time. But what I've learned you can do, a cooler interaction, is that if you summon Fan Fan and you attack, and then you can actually reduce its rank with Chuchi and then make Downard over it, which is kind of a cool play. So it means that you don't really have to run Gaia, and you'd rather just run Downard because it's way more flexible than Gaia. So I chose to play that instead. I played, yep, the one Fan Fan. I opted to play 2 fusions. I played Caliga and Dragoon. I mainly played Dragoon because Striker just has a really difficult time outing this card, and it just the fact that it can just Omni negate is also really strong. And I played Caliga for decks like Drytron, which I didn't end up playing against the whole event. But Caliga, in theory, is extremely strong paired along with like Crystal Wing. So it's very strong in the combo matchups. One Shen Shen, one Zolkin, one Crystal Wing, one Coral Dragon, one Stardust Charge Warrior, one Juju, one Vermilion, and the Money My Dragon for the fusions.
Nice, and it's very cool to see you play the Muddy Dragon combo, pretty much to summon Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, etc., with the Zolkin combo.
Yep. It's nice. So for sure, it's a good combo. And then for the side, I played three Cycle Reader, three Nib. I was going back and forth between playing Droll and Nib, but I realized that like I would play sometimes a mirror, and Nib is very good in the mirror. And I felt like against Drytron, Droll is amazing, but I feel like having Nib Cycle Reader is like still strong enough to beat them. So that was the idea in playing that over Droll. So, and then for back row, we played three Lightning Storm and three Cosmic. I expected a lot of Striker and Salad, and I did play a couple Striker. And it's not the easiest matchup for this deck, so it's good to have a lot of cards for them. And then going first, we played two Anti-Spell and one Order.
Nice, man. Beautiful explanation there. Pretty much straightforward side deck because you are just going ham on the hand traps, and then you have all this back row removal and prevention for the striker deck, which is becoming
Yep.
pretty popular this format. And again, congrats on getting top 4 and alphabetically first place. My goodness.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you again for being on the channel, man. And listeners, if you're not a part of BORTLE Nation, sub for BORTLE. It's that easy and it's free. Oh God, yes. BORTLE out.